Hello, welcome back to my tutorial for the full stack developer series. And this video we will continue with another type of the table relationship. So that is one to many. So this is an AQL script that creates two tables, user and the address. And we can see the address table have a foreign key refers to the ID of the user, and this foreign key, this field doesn't have the constraint of unique key, so it can be duplicated here. So because of that, you can see the user can have many address. Okay, many address. And after that, we have two statements that inserts some records into the user table and then insert to the address. And then you can see we can insert duplicated value in the column username here, 1 and 1 here. So you can run it to see. Alright, I'm sorry. Run on the script and see all the scripts were executed successfully. Alright, after we have the database, we can go back to the Java code and change something and go to the user. Now the user will have a list of address, right? So we can change the address here to using a list of address, and change the name to addresses. And also we need to change in here. Okay, I think I can remove this for the switch. Yeah, remove this. Create a string to return info equal this, and then we will append plus the bread line and plus before that you need to use the for loop to go through on the item inside the address inside the addresses, and inside this I will plus more string from the address into this string. Okay, very easy, right? And for here we just return the info string. And okay, I think that's all for the user. No, we need to change the relationship here. Instead of 1 to 1, we change it to 1 to many. Okay, and you map it by. Now we will change it to the user. So this user is inside the address we will create later inside the address. And yeah, we finish for the user and go to the address. Now we change it relationship to many to one. Okay, you can see this weird, right? Because a user has many address, so that a user a user will have just an address. It just have a user. So this is the many to one relationship. And because the address in the address table, you can see again in the data structure, you can see because the address use the user ID for as a origin key to reference to the user ID. So inside this, we need to create a join column. In here, the name is user ID. So this user IDs will use to refer to the ID from the user class from the address. Okay. And let's go back to the app. Now we will change a little. Yeah, we change again for this. We will now use the user repository, and we need to get the list of the user, right? User equal repository get user, and then we will go through on to print on the user inside the user list, and then we just print out all the user into the console. And because in the user we have defined a toString method that can insert it can plus more info about the address list, so we can see the list of the address when we print out the user. So let's go back to the app and run it again. We have an error here. Yeah, we can see an error. Failed to lazily initialize a collection. So why we have this error? This error comes from that we didn't active the lazy load in Hibernate. So to do that, we go to the Hibernate configuration and add another property named Hibernate enable lazy underscore load no transaction, and here we put the true for the properties. And let's go back and run it again. Alright, now you can see we have another error. Very long exception, right? So this is causes by recursive. Okay, I can explain it. I will explain it for you. Why is recursive? So you can see we print out the user, right? So the user will call the toString method. We can go to the toString method inside the user, and here we can see the the toString we print out all the information about the user. Yes, and then also print out all the information about the list of the address. And in here you can see it plus the address, okay, the address itself. And so because of that, the address will call the toString itself. So we can go to the address and see the toString method. And now you see inside the toString method we have some information about the ID, street and city, and then we have the user information, right? But because this is just an object, so it should use the toString method from itself. So we just go back to the user and toString and see the toString method right now. And now the loop begin again, so on, so on, and so on. So that's why we have a recursive error here. So how to solve it? Very easy. We just instead of using the toString itself from the address, we can just create by ourselves. We can plot the address, just get the street, and then this is street, right? Street, and then is the city, and we also just guess exactly the thing from the city like this, and that's it. No longer recursive. And then go back to the app, run it again. Alright, now you can see in the log, console log here, we have the ID tree with the username tree and the information about the street. So because the ID tree just have one address, so we can see just one item here. So let's go to see the ID 1. Now we can see the ID 1 with the user 1 have the list including 2 items, street 1 and street 2 inside it. Okay, very easy, right? So the last thing I want to talk about that I would like to notice that you need to saw the video carefully, because something in the video we get some error. Sometimes in the video we get some errors, and the error is just inside my inside my script. So this is part of the video, so you need to go through all of them to understand more detail about some error you can get when you work in real project. Okay, don't just practice, so please look carefully for the video. I know that my English is not good, but I think you can understand. Okay, thank you. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe the channel. Thank you, and see you in the next video.